Easter in Poland actually began on Ash Wednesday, when pussy willows, called in Polish bazie or kotki, are cut and placed in the water. These pussy willow twigs are used later on Palm Sunday as palms to be blessed in the church. Pisanki. One of the most beautiful folk traditions that is commonly observed in whole Poland is painting the egg. The eggs are decorated with many traditional Polish symbols of Easter, as well as beautiful patterns. According to the Polish folk craft experts, we can divide written eggs into few categories. The eggs decorated with the use of treated wax are called pisanki. Święconka is one of the most enduring and beloved Polish traditions. On Saturday, people take to churches decorated baskets containing hard-boiled shelled eggs, ham, sausage, salt, horseradish, fruits, bread, and cake. Prominently displayed among this is the Easter lamp, usually made of red and colorful pisanki. The food blessed in the church remains untouched until Sunday morning.
Easter Monday is called Śmigus Dyngus in Poland. On that day, children use water to spread it on girls and pedestrians. Fat Thursday is an event celebrated in many countries all over the world. For example, in Germany, Spain, Italy, or Great Britain. It's a traditional Polish day, happening the last Thursday before Lent. Traditionally, it's a day dedicated to eating, when people meet at their homes and eat large amounts of cookies, cakes, or other sweets, which are forbidden during Lent. In the past, on that day, people ate donuts filled with bacon and meat. Nowadays, the most popular Polish dishes served on Fat Thursday are pączki, donuts with marmalade, and faworki. It's a kind of French dough served with a lot of powdered sugar. Andrzejki, or St. Andrew's Eve, is a traditional event celebrated in Poland on the night of 13th November since the 13th century. St. Andrew was the brother of St. Peter, but now he's associated mainly with the three countries, Scotland, Greece, and Russia, whose he's a patron. According to ancient beliefs, that night had a magical power and was a time when people were able to know their future. In the past, only girls and young single women foretold their future to see their potential husbands. There is no certainty as to why this was considered to be the best night for predictions, but one is for sure. Nowadays, it's a day when both boys and girls spend a great time together and try to get to know their future. Probably the most famous omen is pouring the wax. Everybody looks at the shape of the wax and tries to guess one's future. It may refer to the money, health, love, or a job. St. Andrew's Eve is a magical day of the year in which we had the opportunity to meet new people, have fun in a good company, and try to know our future destiny. Other celebrated holiday in Poland is Independence Day, November 11th, 1918. After 123 years of captivity of partition by Russia, Prussia, and Austria, Poland regained its independence. Józef Piłsudski, the first Marshal of Poland, played an enormous role in Poland's recovery of sovereignty. This holiday has a long tradition. Let me talk about it. So, in the years 1939-1944, during the Nazi occupation, and during the period from 1945 to 1989. During the communist rule on November 11th, a celebration of Christmas was banned. Only in 1989, the parliament restored the celebration of this festival. Independence Day is the most important national holiday, and November 11th is a day off from work. Juvenalia. Juvenalia is traditional celebrated all over Poland. The most famous Juvenalia celebrations occur in Krakow. Juvenalia has begun in 1950s. However, the tradition of Juvenalia has a much longer history. Since the Middle Ages, students' carnival were a part of city life. and some sources with that Juvenalia even took its inspiration from Roman emperor's January 1st feast. Today, however, Juvenalia is a completely modern affair and serves as a way of students to relieve stress before summer exams and spend time with their friends. It's a time for students to let loose, take over the city and have fun. Parades mark the occasion and costume individuals roam the street. Students are also given the keys to the city. And of course, Juvenalia is a good reason to party. On 1st November, Polish people celebrate the All Saints event. This is the bank holiday in Poland, and families go to the cemetery and visit graves of family members and friends. People buy candles and flowers and put in on the graves. During this day, people usually are silent and pensive. It's a sad day when we think about death, about our family. It's also time which we spend with our family. In Poland, on the first day of spring, March 21st, children participate in every old Polish tradition drawing the Marzanna, topienie Marzanny, also known as a frost maiden. The Marzanna is a symbol of winter, death, disease. Marzanna is a big doll which is mostly dressed up in white or in local folk costume. After all this setting out, Marzanna is drowned in a river, pond, lake, or simply a big bucket of water. Sometimes, before throwing her into the water, she is impressively set on fire. This day has become an excuse to party and to have a day off for children. Christmas Eve is the most celebrated event in Poland. This is the time when the whole family spends time together. 12 vegetarian dishes. No less, not more, but just the 12 dishes. Fish prepared in various ways replace the meat. Fish might be baked, cooked, or fried. Traditional Christmas fish is carp. It's usually eaten only during Christmas Eve. Polish opłatek, it means wafer. Breaking and sharing Christmas Eve wafer with best wishes for family. I think this is the most important part of the meeting, where members of the family have finally some time to chat. The arguments happened in the past are not important anymore in this magic Christmas time. Christmas gift. Gifts are given to children by the older members of the family. The children always wait nervously for the first star, when Santa comes and the presents magically appear under the Christmas tree. With a lot of powder. With a lot of powder. With a lot of powdered sugar. With a lot of with a